found. We are the lucky ones. Victory in battle runs. Every unlock, every twist. Champions by iron wrists. Crashing like the rolling thunder. Wrestling things that pull us under. We don't break, we stand our ground. In the silence, hear our sound. Sweat and grit, a battle cry. Looking fear right in the eye. Biceps blazing rivalry. Strength and grit, our legacy. We are the lucky.
Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to the. Oh my god, I want to do that again. Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to the Lucky Ones Ladies Arm Wrestling Podcast. I'm super excited about today's guest, so bear with me. It's Aunt Chaz, and today we have superstar athlete Sam Belliveau. How you doing, Sam?
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm just fresh out of a practice at the gym. I actually on Sundays I promised myself to do a bit of strongman and then a bit of arm wrestling. So yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you.
Nice. I
Awesome.
just
We
came
are
from
so
practice myself.
excited to have you. So we're going to talk about. We have lots to talk about today. So, first thing I want to know is how did you get started in sports? Tell us a little bit about that.
So in sports, we go way back, probably from the time I was able to stood up. I was always driven by sports. I grew up with a lot of cousins, and I was just always picking up the soccer ball or the hockey sticks and over the Barbie and the Polly Pocket. So I've always been super active. I played hockey all the way up to university, and then fell into that little period of not knowing what my identity was after university hockey was done, and that's all I knew. So actually, I was hired at a gym, and then that's kind of where it started. Got introduced to personal training and then powerlifting. I went on to create like some great numbers for myself in powerlifting, and then did quite good transitioning into strongman, and then now another era, another sport is awaits, and I can't wait to see where I head out. That's been the
We
short
are
journey so far.
Mm.
well.
We're
We are
excited
so
to have
excited
you.
to have you
Thank
for a
you. Thank you
while
so
now.
much.
Canada 5 times, Canada's strongest woman. I
Hmm.
mean, come on,
Yeah.
record holder, monster
Yeah.
dumbbell, 185 for. Come on, girl!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I was about it. I'm just thinking about it. I was off my seat screaming for you in my living room. I'm sure my neighbor out of my mind.
Yeah, it's
But
definitely a gold moment in my life. We all, I think, before we hit the grave, we'll have some highlights of our lives, and that's definitely going to be one of the top memories. It's a go. I always go back when I need motivation of like where I can actually bring myself when I'm dedicated to something. So definitely a proud moment. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
Mm.
it's a proud moment for all women and Canadians. I mean, it was just so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the Rogue?
Yeah, sure. Okay,
I
so
don't know how you
three
can do it. I'm still vibrating a bit when I think about it.
about what? Sorry.
About the Rogue, about you not qualifying like that. Just
Oh, for the Arnold, you mean, or for
yeah,
like Arnold Classic? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, 3 months ago was the Rogue Invitational. So yeah, got sick a couple weeks before. Honestly, got IVs all the way through. Going into the show, thought I was gonna be great and ready, but I was extremely, not prepared. Like my legs were just not there on comp day, and I had one of the best preps. So unfortunately, I just had a bad shit weekend. I mean, it sucks that it happens on those weekends, but it's also human for it to happen on those fucking weekends. So I just had a shit like end of my 2025 year. I don't really call it a season because season usually like wouldn't finish with Rogue. So anyways, place last 10th. Still had some really decent lifts there, especially on my deadlift. So then I guess they took that placing and didn't invite me to the Arnold Classic this year, which I'd be technically, I think, is it 3 weeks, babe? 4 weeks right now?
Yeah, it's coming up.
Which is something that I did for the last five. We've been going to the Arnolds together
Yeah.
since year one, so 7 for sure. So it's kind of weird not to be prepping, not to actually know what my next show is. So I'm really happy that like arm wrestling has come to a time where like I guess I needed that void, distraction, and a little sense of motivation, because we all know that you're not motivated all the time, but it's just to get up and go kind of dedication that you need to yourself. So arm wrestling has really come at a good time in my life, and I'm able to give it full respect, full training, full everything that it really requires. Arm wrestling is probably the most upper body freaking taxing. It is in a very different way than strongman. So it was hard for me to mix both. I just recently watched Brian Shaw talk about how it's been hard to keep that intensity of strength training while he was training arm wrestling, and I was able to relate to that so much. And then I feel like, yeah, right now is the perfect time for me to dive right into arm wrestling.
I think that's freaking awesome since she's lost. I'm
It's
learning.
okay.
So this is great because I do love strongman. I'm not like dedicated into watching it, but I'm was so surrounded by people in the gym, and I just like a variety of athletes and
Yeah.
women. Just find me a badass woman in any sport.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry, minus curling, like the Canadian sliding the ice thing. Tell
I
me how
know.
you train. No, just sorry. Just tell me how you train for that. But I think you coming in and like being 100% into the training is really respectful. Because I like I can be a little bit of a beast sometimes. So like Ronda Rousey jumping
Yeah.
into wrestling, but not doing the work to get there.
Yeah.
I was upset with Sean and Eddie, like Brian and Eddie getting on the big stage before other athletes. But Brian is taking the training serious. And
Yeah.
then when he did production for an East versus West and helped with it, it was amazing. Best
Yeah.
production ever. So sometimes you're like, okay, it might seem disrespectful, but they really are trying to be respectful, you
Yeah,
know.
for sure. Brian, anything he touches and he likes, he wants to bring it like definitely that extra top notch, like production and even the money coming in. He's all about like the athletes need to get paid for the work that they put in. And I'm sure that he's like realizing how hard arm wrestling is, or not hard, like it's per se like how much time needs to put in. Like this is literally, it is for me my first sport that I'm gonna have to put 10,000 hours in to be literally fucking good at, and like I respect that.
Oh
It's
yeah.
one of those sports that like it's a combat sport. I've never done combat sports in my life, so for me at first, I've had some fucking nights where I'm like, I'm not doing this. Like so, there's so much, and like by the time like it really like the first, it depends how hard you go into it, but for me the first, I'd say the first 3 months were extremely overwhelmed, and then it clicked, something click, and then it becomes a little, but it's like you always have to put in that work. There's so much fucking work to be and time to be put in, which is like I respect the sport so much more than ever.
Yeah, and I'm glad you have the sport to fill the gap because I can't imagine, like I'm gonna call it what I think it would be, but like the grieving process of
No, it
missing
is, yeah.
Arnold, and it keeps you from taking that mental decline. So again, it's keeping you motivated, it's keeping you
It's helping.
energized. Yes, it
It's
is helping
helping.
because we all know exercise helps with
Yeah. Yeah.
depression and everything. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you found it, and I think it's really awesome too because we think strong women and strong people athletes you should transition really well over it too because with grip and everything. But the technicality on your pronation, your supination, you're learning how to do things, when to do them, it is so
And
hard.
like to give to get kind of thing, like there's so like little things that like you could do one thing, and if it puts you in a very vulnerable position, strength's only gonna get you to a certain point, right? So
Yeah.
you need to know when to be strong, when to be it's about technique, and when to pull back, when to give. Like there's so, and I fucking love it because every day it's a different chapter, every time a new hand, every
Yeah.
time I grab a new hand on the table now, there's something different.
Yeah.
And it's really, really cool. Yeah, it really is keeping my head high, anyways, for the time being.
Yeah. So how did you find out about arm wrestling? Like who got you into it?
Well, long story short, 5 years ago, I lived in Ontario, and this was just like a night thing. But the day of, they're like, "Sam, there's an arm wrestling um, uh, tournament at the bar. You should. There's $500 you can win." I'm like, "Hell yeah, let's do it!" And actually, Molno was my head judge at the tournament, so I did that tournament, and then fast forward 5 years later, this summer, there's a girl, Mireille. Komi, she does my she did my functional women's training classes, and she talked about arm wrestling, and I was starting to like hear a little bit more about it, and nationals was being held in New Brunswick. So that's always something that's intriguing. It's like, okay, if I can give myself a good year to train, I could potentially go to nationals. So for me, that was like, okay. And then she brought her table in, and I owned the gym. So when she left, I think that night or the next day, I was like, I'm getting my own table.
Yeah.
So
So
I just wanted it like it. I felt so vulnerable and so useless on an arm wrestling table, which I should be strong, but I was strong, but there was a lot of like 1,000 of things that I was weak at. So for me, that was so intriguing that I could get better at those little things, and
mhm.
that's what's keeping me like drilling work every day. So, yeah.
I love that. I absolutely love that. So how far are you from London in Canada?
uh, I think about like 14. That's right before Toronto. Would it be for me?
I don't know.
Toronto's 15, Montreal is like 10,
Yeah.
12. So yeah, I'm quite away still though.
Yeah. So we have something coming up called Queen of the Table, April 11th,
Yeah.
right out in London. And it's an all women's event where we have two different weight classes. We have the 160, so it's like 0 to 160, and then the 161 plus. So 12 women racking it around. Each body's getting pulled because a lot of times we go to tournaments, we don't have these numbers.
Okay.
And it's getting really decent athletes from everywhere too, and even just trying to get more women at the table. But there's also a tournament that same day, so that's April 11th.
Okay.
So if you want to like little fly over there,
There's a
whatever.
girl, there's a girl that I train with, which she's going that weekend, Lorraine.
Yeah, what's her name?
Lorraine.
Yeah. So Rain's pulling. So
Yeah,
yeah, come.
she trains with me. Yeah, she trains with me at the gym. So yeah.
Yeah, you can go so you can be her side wingman and you can be like giving
Okay.
her arm massages, and then you can pull too, and
Yeah.
you can meet everybody. There's
Cool.
also there's also an event coming up in Ontario here soon. It's called the World Series of Arm Wrestling. Now, this event is pretty freaking huge for the guys when we are really lacking the women. So, you go and you automatically qualify for the finals, right?
Okay.
Now, men, if they pull and whoever pulls wins first and second in certain classes, they win like free hotels. So
Oh fuck. Okay.
we get the women in there, then the women will get free hotels. And WSA they put it on TV. They
Cool.
actually have like a reality show coming out. Um, there's bank, like men can win up to $70,000.
Cool. Cool.
So
Cool. Cool.
he's got the money. So World Series of Arm Wrestling, they have a
World
tournament.
Series
Oh
Championship.
yeah. Give me a 1 second because it's coming up soon. Um,
I
but
wonder if
that
that's the one March 7th.
it could be. I wish I would know. Sorry, Greg. I should know better, but I know our tournament. We are having one here in South Carolina at the end of February 28th. So I don't have it, but if you can go to World Series of Arm Wrestling
Yeah.
website and find a regional. Every finals is always held at the beginning of November, and it's always in San Diego at the Harley Davidson shop, which that's a
Cool.
pretty yeah, it's a pretty cool spot. And we have The turnout last year was amazing. For
Mm,
men, we only had 3 women, but Greg still paid the women out for showing.
cool.
So typically that money would actually roll over to the next and everything. So if you're constantly looking for batches, so go on what's called armfighter.com and you're going to get a lot of the tournaments there.
Cool.
But yeah, just keep your ear to the ground and don't even worry about getting to a certain level. Just go to the tournaments and get the experience, you
No,
know.
yeah, exactly. And that's this year, that's the goal up until national. It's I'm gonna do Atlantics and then I have provincials and then I'll do nationals in
Hey,
June. She's back.
I've
I
been
got
trying
you.
to get on for so long. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I was just like almost in tears. I'm like, this happened to me last time.
It's all
And
good. We had it
I,
rolling.
I know, and I can hear you guys, and I'm in black and white going,
Oh,
help, can you hear me?
Yeah.
And I had so many
Oh,
questions, and like, I have no idea where you guys are.
it's
no.
okay.
At
We were just
Shaz the Shit Show,
yeah, we
as
were just
usual.
yeah, we were just talking about how she got started in arm wrestling.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to
Um
know too. I'll
talking
have to
about
watch
the
the
baddie.
podcast.
Yeah, we're talking about the baddie Lorraine who she pulls with and trying to invite her to other shows, get her to come.
Yeah,
So, cuz we just need more women. We need more women everywhere.
Yep.
yeah.
Um and it's
But
just
you can't have her, Amanda. She's ours. You stay on your own side of the border, miss.
you're lucky this is a peaceful show and lucky wouldn't get mad at me if I wanted to do something, you
We'll
know.
do Shaz after dark, and you can tell me off all you want.
Okay, I got you. But Canadians are lovely. Why can't America
Because
does love
they're
you.
ours. We need to keep them. We need our numbers, you know. You're welcome to visit.
I will be. I'll be there in April. I really am sad I'm missing out on the North American ones, but I wanted to do that as well. But trying to pull that level of competition and then back to a round robin. And you got some clacking going on, Chaz.
I know my phone's a piece of crap. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's horrible, but I'm not giving up. I've been
You're good.
excited for this interview for so long, and I've just completely went down the shitter with it. I'm sorry, buddy.
It's
It's
okay, you know.
okay.
Like she said, it's human. We all drop the ball here soon.
I know, but it's just one thing after another, right? So
It,
I did Donna Moore, cried through the whole thing. Now I get Sam, and everything's blocked, and you can't hear me, and I take off. And
I know, Shaz, you wanted to talk about a world record Sam just broke here
oh,
recently.
we talked about that already. That's with her monster barbell press.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
185.
Yeah, I did. I started my first world record was the 185 for a double,
Yeah.
and then I hit a 200 pound in the animal cage at the Arnold the previous year.
Oh, yes, I
And
remember that.
then shortly after, I broke the middleweight world record at 196. So I weighed in as 82 kilo and did not almost 90 kilo. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, it's
So
amazing. And I just
that's
want to tell you,
actually
before I got cut off, we were talking about the Arnolds, and you're talking about how you had a bad day and stuff. You know what? You looked awesome out there.
Yeah,
Like,
thank
I
you.
mean, serious. I was so proud. I mean, we were just screaming for you. It was
Awesome.
so
Thank
cool.
you. Thank you.
And I
That's
think,
awesome.
personally, I think you got gypped on that a little bit. And I kind of met the other day when we were kind of going back and forth on the thread a little bit with that other dude, and I got mad and I sent a letter
Yeah.
to Rogue. So
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, and I just found the tournament. So, World Series of Arm Wrestling is April 25th in Ontario. Joe Gould is the promoter out there, and that is a really bad mamma jamma of a puller too. So if you ever get to hook up with him, that's
Cool.
great as well. But yeah, check it out. Again, we need women. It's a chance to win
Cool.
money too.
Yeah.
So the
Cool.
more we get. And there's talk of doing a female version, an all-female version of what he's got coming out as the house. That still might take some time. Again, we need a lot of women, like a lot of women. The men
Cool.
dominate us big time because again, it's a male-dominated sport. Just
Yeah,
like
that's
how
what I did my
strongman.
whole life. Hockey,
Yeah,
strongman, powerlifting. I feel like that's what I've been trying to to do my whole life was just to break the friggin' norm and take place. In strongman in Canada, it's definitely friggin' exploded, and I'm sure that we can do the same in arm wrestling.
Yeah.
It, since it was about 3 years ago, I think it was about 3 years ago when the women of strongman finally started getting recognized, like a
Mhm.
lot. They started taking off, and
We got our first 6-digit payout for first place at Rogue 2 years ago, so that was pretty decent. It's been
good.
6 digits ever since, so that's pretty fucking crazy. And then yeah, we just gotta
It,
keep showing up in every sport, right?
Yeah. I
yeah,
agree. I
absolutely.
I
And
think that's
it's
go ahead, Jess.
sorry.
No, no, when you talk more, your phone actually clicks less.
Oh, does it? So I
Yeah.
should just just talk
Keep
with
it
nothing
going.
to say. Well, I
Yeah.
missed. Okay, so I also wanted to mention with Sam here, you and your fiance Max Boudreau, who's
Yeah,
also a strongman in Canada, pretty great athlete too, very impressive. You guys have a gym
yeah, yeah,
and do a little bit of training there. Do you want to tell us a bit about
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Sorry
So
for backtracking.
we
I just missed all that
yeah,
stuff I
it's
wanted to
okay.
talk
No, we
about.
didn't talk.
We've had a gym since 2019 or 2020. No, 2020 is when we started during COVID, started in our backyard and then kind of upgraded there. This one is out east. So we started in Ontario and then I moved back home. I brought Max with me and then we established right on the coast. And we are finally going into our last, we're buying like a location. So we're officially going to be moving in our last permanent place for maximum strength performance. And yeah, we do all types of training. It's such a great facility. We have a ton of equipment, and bringing in strongman arm wrestling was like the last bit of like strength sport that we needed in our gym. And yeah, we do arm wrestling practice on Thursdays. This is like I think our 6th week, and we're already up to like we had I think 26 people last Thursday. So like we already need so many tables, and like there was kid like a few young girls were in. There must have been 5 or 6 women's last week, so it's definitely growing here. And I'm gonna keep definitely pushing a lot, especially that nationals is coming to Moncton. I think it's a good time to push the sport and do
Mm-hmm.
awareness on it. So yeah,
Yeah. So,
Um,
Sam, do you have any merch for your gym to be selling right about now? Anything you
yeah.
could?
Well, it pretty much it's we keep everything in house. But if anyone wants anything, they can reach out on the gym page on
I
social
do.
media. But yeah, we have a ton of sweatshirts, sweatpants, hats, t-shirts. We also have our Maximum Hooker t-shirts. Yeah, there's a bit of swag.
Yeah, awesome. I would definitely recommend to me, and you'll get this everywhere because usually these are the tables that are used at Worlds. But get yourself a Mazarenko table. They are expensive, but the quality is undeniable.
Cool.
This is what is used at Worlds, at WAF, and it's really great because they're brand new tables. And they use like last year's tables like to practice on. I'm not sure what IFA has, but hands down, they're really really solid tables.
Cool.
But you can still get some beneficial tables too as well. Um, I personally I don't even know how to explain. I stay away from the ones where the outside is not the when it's too thin and it's more like the metal. So if you're somebody who gets in there and digs your hip in it, it's really going to tear your hip up and add more bruises to your body that you really don't want. So I like the thicker ones. And then find somebody who custom makes one
Yeah,
and
we
then
have
put your logo on it.
yeah, we have 3 custom tables. I bought a table from a company out west. It's like a black and blue what is it? Easy Reel.
Yep, yep. Okay.
So I have one of those, and then we have a golden grip table about to land here soon. So yeah, I
Look
think we'll
at
have,
you
and then I have
doing
a
your research.
yeah, and we have we have a half table too, which is nice for cable because
Yes.
my
Mm-hmm.
table was
Yeah,
kind of getting a little bit of like wear and tear on the side because of the low pulley. But
it does. Yeah.
um, yeah, so we have a half table. You should see we have a huge wall already with like all the tools. So like it needed like back like around this area, it needed a gym that really would carry it all. And the second we founded like Maximum Hooker, it was like a huge thing. It's growing. Like I'm scared to know next Thursday, like they're gonna be like 30 some people. Like it's been growing every week, which
That's
is
awesome.
great.
So that's awesome.
It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah, just the larger the crowds, you just focus
Yeah.
on safety.
Yeah, that's
Um,
what we teach.
yeah, safety primarily, goals, because sometimes the crowd can get a little chaotic. So you got some ego pull. We've all kind of
Oh
started off
yeah.
that way too. So staying safe, number
Yeah.
one, and
Yeah.
learning. So
Yeah,
listen,
there's so many great coaches too. Like there's a few
Mhm.
national really good coaches around me, so I'm pretty grateful for that too.
yeah, and
Yeah, I
That's
have
you're
a
awesome.
good
like,
gang.
you really are diving in with 1,000%, and that is
Yeah.
just that's admirable. I really love it.
Yeah,
So
going to England with Neil Pickup and Devin and all of them, like, and learning from all the British guys, and was like a huge eye opener right at the beginning. And then when I got back home, it was just like starting to click. You just have to like don't take like at first, like especially like ADHD mind, like if you take too much information in, like it's gonna be so overwhelming. Know your safety, learn a couple lines, go on your motion, and then just like learn what feels right for you, and then all of a sudden things start to click. But I was like so eager at the beginning, and I was getting frustrated because it felt like so robotic and like
Yeah.
just fucking like like how do I get out of this? And I was getting fucking frustrated, which still to this day, obviously for a few fucking years, but it's getting better. And like you you recover better, so it's a little bit more enjoyable to train. And I think like the second women like learn how to play safe and have fun with it, like it's really gonna take off. Just there needs to be more places for women to feel safe and go
Yeah.
train. There needs to be a good atmosphere. There needs to be groups that are welcoming, and it's got potential.
yeah, and
Well, we had
teaching,
Devin on our show the other day, and
yeah.
he was saying that it's important for women to train with women. So,
Mhm.
like every other weekend, just have a women's training course, right? It's great that we
Yeah.
pull with the men, but besides you, we're not as strong as the men,
No.
like
No.
we're not shaped the way the men are. We're not,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we
I
do things
100%
different.
agree.
I think
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
the
think
only
that's
one that
really true.
I think I'm the only one that disagrees. I think we should get together for camaraderie a lot. Um, but
Well, to
I
be fair,
say
like
it, Amanda, say it.
I've
Sam's been
never trained
talking
with
French the whole
women's.
podcast. Go ahead.
I I mean, no, I respect it. Like again, I think there's this time when women need to be with women. Men
Yeah,
have their own thing. You have to be with your people because you want that camaraderie. You want to come in. But I also like, no offense, ladies, I don't want to practice with y'all so y'all can figure out how to beat me.
fair. But that's when
I
you just do pulls and just, just
but I do
wrist
like
turns and
I like the
I don't
concept
know,
of
like
if
for
it welcomes getting more women for sure. And I'm not trying to sound sexist, but again, unless I'm pulling with a woman who's been doing it for 20 years, I don't know how much more. Oh, I'm gonna sound like such a bitch, and I'm so sorry. It's not what I mean. I don't know much. I don't know what another female can teach me unless she's got an abundance of experience over me. Does that make sense? Like if someone
yeah.
she were to be my
but
case.
what can
So if
you teach her?
so
It's about helping the new ones coming in as well, right?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like there's always something somebody can teach, but so I guess it depends on your goals too as an individual.
Yeah, I think it
Um
really does because like I'm right in the middle where like
I love
in
the
my
athlete,
in my place where I'm at as an athlete, I need the women's sport to fucking explode. So if I can get as much women's parties in there, whatever time, that's great. But there's no bad benefit, I think, of training with like male at all.
Mhm.
I'll go all week and train with men all week on the table. They'll come in, we'll get on the table. Different guy will come in the next day, And then there's other times where it's like, okay, let's learn the women, let's make sure we teach the women's, let's sure. But like, and then I practice a lot on my B side, like for women's. But there is other times like when you want to take a little bit more serious in a way, and not saying women don't, but like it depends to where you're at in your like career as an athlete, as a coach. Like I see both ways because I do both. And with the federate with strongman corp, like I see how big the women's sport can be. So there's
Mhm.
different hats for different moments, but I think all is nothing's wrong here. I think there's a place for it all.
I mean, that's exactly like again, Lucky and I had this conversation and we had it down to a thing. Again, practicing all every now and then, I don't think is as an everyday practice.
No, yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think you need the variety because the men
Yeah.
are stronger, their hands are
Mhm.
bigger.
Yeah.
And again, you give me Lori Cole, you give me Dot Jones, you give me someone who's got 30 years of experience for sure. You give me some WAF champions. But I would do the women's thing like once a month, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And because if that's what the women are needing to be comfortable to just niche in before they go, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But also we all have to like fight that fear and getting over it. And if
Yeah.
we can help you find the men to be comfortable with, but the bottom line is you're gonna go somewhere someday, someone's going to make you uncomfortable and you're gonna have to learn to push
Mm-hmm.
through.
Sure,
Mm-hmm.
sure. But I mean,
So
just at practice, I know I felt so much better pulling against women because then I kind of knew what I was up against, right? Like with the men, it's so hard to tell because they're just so much stronger, and like some of the movement.
And they also have a different
But
mindset when it comes to like a men being on a table with the women.
yeah,
80%, because not 100% of them, but most of the time when a man fucking squares up with a woman, oh my god, sorry, my language.
you're
When he
fine.
squares up with when he squares up with a woman, he's gonna think I can't get beat.
So I'm very
But
blessed.
there's the 20% which are great coaches, great friends, and I have them in my club. They're around you.
yeah,
People can find them where are there to learn with you.
Yep.
But they're
So
not there to smash you and pin you. Like what does that give you, right? Like
yeah,
yes. So that's
for
the
their
plus side.
ego,
Yeah,
but like other
so
than that,
that's
I
where
think
the yeah, so definitely that's where the
uh-huh.
women's practice can come together where we can
Uh-huh.
sit there and navigate the women going, okay, listen, these are the guys you kind of stay away
Yeah.
from, and these are the guys that are going to nurture you. But realistically, if you have men that are you're welcoming to your practice and you are equally giving the women the same amount of attention, and you have a man who is not practicing the way he should be with a woman, you need to kick him
Yeah, yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
because he's going to get someone hurt, and that's
yeah.
Yeah.
ego pulling.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman is coming to practice and she is showing up every day and she is grinding every day, she demands the respect that you give to
Mm-hmm.
the other men. And I think I'm blessed to have that because I had to earn my spot on my team. I had to travel 6 hours, 3 hours one way, 3 hours back for over a year. I had to
Wow.
show my dedication and I had to show my team had to matter first. I showed interest in their lives because I cared and I wanted to be a part of this team because I mean, I have the best coaches in US. I'm sorry, I got Chad Silvers, Matt Harris. I had Sean Gillespie. I've got Adam Worth. My team has already pulled world levels over and over. So I'm lucky. So I definitely think we women doing that kind of just like going, all right, let's weed you out from the negative. But also, men need to step up
Mm-hmm.
and not allow bullshit in practice.
Clubs, yeah.
So you will find your tribe if you will find it. It'll come
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
So, but you also, no offense, ladies, get in there and demand respect. Give it, demand
Hell
it.
yeah. Like when I get, and I'm like
Take up
that. Like I
space.
know, yeah, like from day one, like I have a world record arm. I don't want to sound fucking
No,
like whatever, but like I'm
pump
not gonna get on a
yourself. You
fucking
deserve it.
table and risk it, right? So
Yep.
Yeah.
for me at first, it was like how to be safe. How can I stay safe? And when I get on a table, if I don't know the guy, but most of the times, like I would know them. Like it's like, okay, I want to practice this. I want to go 80%. I just want to warm up. I have a conversation with them. Like they have your whole arm in their hand. Like you, as a woman, like be confident, go up there and like ask them what you want from them. Like I want to get comfortable with my stance. Okay. And
Yeah.
then they can, if they're if they've been in the sport for a few years, they would already know that there's not just pinning. It's practicing, and it's like it's blood flow, and there's like the B
Isometric
side, A side,
holds.
U.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that's so much more fun than just pinning. Like the ready set go, save that for the matches. Yes, you want to practice that on it beforehand, but like most of the time, get in position where you're not comfy. Try to play with your partner, get out of it, but the guys demand that from them, right? When
Yes.
you get on a table with them, tell them. Yeah.
Yeah. We had Philip Larson on, and Lars, and so sorry, Lars, I'm not going to butcher your last name, but Philip said it perfectly. What do you learn from flash pinning? What are you
Yeah.
learning just from
Yeah.
pinning? You're not
Yeah.
working.
No.
You're not getting anything
Boring
from it.
show too. You got to give that audience something, right? If you just
Yeah.
go up and you pull done, it gets boring after a while, right? We want to see a
Yeah.
little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, give and take.
let's see what you
Yeah,
can do.
I mean, I tried last tournament. So I was like, I'm gonna tap them, go to my B side, but with so much adrenaline, I didn't even feel a fucking percent. I was going like for me, it was like my first tournament, and I was like, the last match, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in my B side. I'm gonna try to get out of it. Right when he said go, I was like, nope, straight to the pad, get the job done. But that's like something like obviously it was like my first tournament fucking adrenaline, but
And you
um
probably had like an adrenaline dump with it too, and just like, what?
uh I
You walk
got
away feeling
there
stupid.
and I got there in the morning. We had a 3 hour drive, and then we get there thinking women would pull first. They did the whole men on the right hand. So I'm there for 3 hours
Yeah.
sweating. Like I am so ready. Um and then and then we pulled right, and yeah, so it was a three elimination. So I
Yeah.
think I pulled 8 times that day. Or maybe 10, yeah. But it was
That's really
fun. Yeah.
awesome for your first tournament
Yeah.
because a lot of tournaments, first tournaments, there's like maybe two women, and they're probably 60-pound difference.
No,
You
we were
know?
five right, five right, and then four left, I think. Yeah.
No,
So we
that's
were
awesome.
five women's. Yeah.
Yeah, my first tournament, I think there was 10 women. I got flash pinned by everybody, but the ladies were awesome. Like
Yeah. No, it's great. Yeah.
so I met some great
Mhm.
people. I got flash pinned for like the next 5 tournaments. And then I went to this bigger tournament, and I put my arm on the table just so the women could get the money because we were one person short for the payouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to pull left because it was still, injured and whatnot. But I was like, well, I want the girls to have the money. I know I'm not going to place, but I want the girls to have the money.
Yeah.
And I still tried, and I caught hand, and I was like, what the fudge? And it was
Mhm.
the first time I caught some hands, and I was like, holy shit. I'm a year in, and okay. I'm finally, it connected just for a minute. I still
Yeah.
lost, but I had these little battles, and I was
Yeah.
like, time to go back to practice. I'm in it. Like
Cool.
that
Yeah.
taste that, when you're
Yeah.
thinking that like nothing is connecting and it finally does. It's just, and it was the loss. It was the
Yeah.
loss that kept me going. And then I lost
Yeah.
some more, and I've never won first. I won first just for being there,
That's
but
a lot.
like I'm getting legit second and third wins. So it's nice, and it
That's
keeps me
fun.
going.
Cool.
Yeah, and I'm old. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
46, and I found this in my 40s. So that's what I like about arm wrestling. In a lot of sports, you're never too old
No,
because
no,
there's a
especially
class
women.
for
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a class for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's a,
women. Oh,
so I think I missed some, but like what who who is your arm wrestling inspiration as far as females go? Like
Oh.
who do you watch? Who do you want to match up with? Who's your girl?
um I don't know everyone's name yet, but I do
Yeah.
have like so I'm so new. Like literally just started like right before the Shaw Classic, because I remember the Shaw Classic was like my the East versus West was my first like time being around arm wrestling, and especially at that level. So I was so pumped. Like yeah, we were there for Strongman, but my whole weekend revolved around the arm wrestling schedule. So I should have pulled that weekend. I didn't pull because I never pulled before. So I was like, whatever, I'll watch it. Jocelyn is obviously like someone that I do look up to in Canada. I think she's just a great person as well. So um, there's also a really great European girl. I think she's a 70 kilo blonde. she's the 5 times world champion. I think just like her style, her aggressiveness is something that I do look up to. But other than that, like, I mean, obviously, yeah, there's so much still left for me to learn and grow into the sport. So, but I'm not calling out anyone yet because I am so much young in this sport and I have so much to learn. That's why like I've gotten invited to so many of these shows in the next few months, and I'm just gonna stay put and work up until nationals, see where I can get to at nationals, and then from there, kind of dive into what my next steps would be. But yeah, I've got a lot to learn still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
That's what, and losing is learning too, right? And back to
No,
the
yeah. No, yeah,
I
and I
can't see
know that.
losing.
I know that like I could go to to show and get beat and then obviously learn from it. That's why I went to Ottawa a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago to pull with the women's over there, and I think I've learned so much from that because we had training sessions and they were kicking my ass, and I was learning a lot from that. So I kind of want to keep those little experience helping me grow so I don't like miss any step or I don't fall back right away. I just want to keep the slow incline of like growing into the sport.
And that's fair. That's really
Uh-huh. I
we're
don't
not
want to get
leaving you to struggle.
injured. I don't want to get injured and I still train strongman.
Good, good.
It's been kind of like honestly it's been a little depressing not to be able to push press or to do any circus dumbbell along with arm wrestling training just yet. I
Yeah.
do feel like my body's almost at a point where I'll be able to, but my biceps have been taking a whole lot of toll and my shoulders, which is fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I'm not able to push just as much as when I'm peaking obviously, so it's been hard on the head, but I love the slow grind, the slow growth. So yeah.
I think it's sometimes it's really good to start a sport that you kind of suck at just to
No, I
see
did. I do. And I
just
love it. Yeah.
yeah, because I
Yeah.
suck at arm wrestling, but
I
I
do too.
love it.
Horrible
There's
at
just
I
there's
love it.
this
Yeah.
twisted pain love for it. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I'm gonna get something out of it one day. I know I
Yeah.
will. But before I die, I'm going to get something out of
Yeah,
it.
I mean, it'd be really cool. Like my goal obviously is like I'm 5 times Canada's strongest woman, but I'd like to see if I can get a title to go with that.
Hmm.
And that's technically my first goal now, which is just to do really well at nationals and then hopefully get a national title in the making one day. Um, and yeah.
Well, I have
I think that's
all
good.
the
But
faith in the world in you. I've seen you compete. I know what you can do.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
got it, girl. You got
Uh-huh.
this.
yeah. And if
I'm
you're
so excited
looking
to see where it goes.
Yeah, if you're looking for some more tournaments where a lot of women show up, Michigan State last tournament, I went to there, 19 women, three different classes, and juniors. Like I love watching young girls
Cool.
bowl.
Yeah.
So we had
So
that. I think Bomb Squad. Oh God, maybe by Cali in Minnesota. We have
Yeah.
Washington and Arizona, ran by Arm Sports Entertainment. That's Tim Talmadge. Sometimes women get to pull for free and still get like payouts as well. I don't do the women pay for free thing. I think we should, if we want to be treated like the men, we
we
need to
have
pay.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I
But we need
think,
to get paid the same too.
yeah, so I
If
know,
we're training the same and pulling the same and paying the same, we need to get paid the same. And
Yeah, we
this has
just
been a
gotta keep
problem.
showing up though. Like I know being paid the same is a huge thing that we want, but
the numbers have
numbers
to,
need to be there.
yeah.
It's hard. It's when you can't justify like nationals will probably have 500 people and maybe 400 will be fucking men,
Mm,
450. Like I can't like that's a huge like the men do deserve what they bring in. They've just been in sports for way longer. We can't
yeah,
freaking lose
Yeah,
hope and we just gotta keep showing up. Bring your girls along.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, help get
So
past the fear things. So,
yeah,
and 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 that's like that's just the negative right now. That's the only negative in arm wrestling is women aren't showing up, and we're gonna get there, and we're gonna get the money. You have to want it.
Yeah.
So that's and we are because in the past 2 years, because we are going on 2 years next month, I believe, with the Lola, we have increased the numbers, and again increased
Cool.
from kids to masters. So
Hmm.
it is getting there, and we just gotta grind. Just
Mm-hmm.
we gotta ride it. But we're
Yeah.
gonna, yeah. And a lot of these places, they might not give out money, but they give out some badass trophies. Like I think Canada's got a bison somewhere. Michigan
Yes.
State is this huge gorilla. Florida's got like a gator somewhere. Georgia's got a bulldog. Some people give out championship rings. It's and these are awesome promoters too. Like they
Mm-hmm.
are very respectful to the women's class. And again, I do like seeing kids classes. And if you ever look up and you see the little kids pull, those are my
Mm-hmm.
favorite.
I know, me too.
Those little tiny kids at the
Yeah,
table.
that's so adorable. I love it.
Because those are who are looking at us women and men to do it. They're looking at our
Yeah.
work ethic, they're looking at how we treat each other.
Yeah.
So that is,
Sportsmanship, everything. Yeah, it's so
yeah.
important. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's better than them being on social media,
Yeah.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
or on an iPad
Agree.
or on the things
Yeah.
like. So if they're not outside doing a sport, inside doing a sport, and teaching our kids to be strong at a young age is a
Yeah.
wonderful
Agree.
thing. So,
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't want to focus on the negative anymore with women in the sport because we are getting there. We are doing
Mm-hmm.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one step at a time. And that's, again, that's the point of Aunt Chaz. I'm here to help things like that. Like when you're waiting all day for you to go and no one seems to care about the women, tell me about that. And I'll talk to the coaches and get you guys promoted more.
Yeah.
That's things
Um
that I do because we have been put at the bottom too long and ignored and having to wait all day when we need to be highlighted a little bit more. And I think that would really help draw an
I
audience for us, get a
I
crowd
will,
going.
yeah,
Yeah.
I will say long waits definitely prepares you for world level
Oh
because
yeah.
it's such an
Oh,
all day event.
it got said right away that like when we got there, I just thought women's were gonna go first because that's how usually it is in strongman. So when we got there, I started warming up, and then at 12, they were like, "Oh, the men are gonna go first," which is fine with me, right? I did get to play along with my adrenaline, and it got me to sit there and try not to dump it as much, and then just get ready for like once I'm up and pulling. So you kind of have to adapt, and it's like you said, when you get to a huge like level like worlds, there's hundreds of pollers. You're going to be waiting, you're going to be ready, and then you're not going to be able to, or you're not going to go up for another hour or so. So you need
Yep.
to know how to control all these nerves that go with it. And
How to
yeah, it kind
fuel
of
your
prepares
body.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, how to
Yeah.
fuel, how to not overly do it.
Yeah.
And that is going to be an up and down stuff because, like you said, you trained
Mhm.
really great, but you had a
Mhm.
shit, thing. You felt good, but
Yeah.
you're going to be off, and that's human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't have the
Mhm.
patience to
Yeah.
wait, and I don't have the patience. I don't. I think it's bullshit. Fuck off. I'm not waiting
Yeah.
all
I
day
love your
sitting
honesty.
here, sitting here. So, well, it's the no filter redheaded thing. But I mean, like sitting there all day, and then they put the women up against a super match of dudes, and no one's watching us. They're
Yeah.
not saying, "Hey guys, we're gonna take a little break or whatever," and then the women are up because men, that's your wives, your girlfriends, your sisters, your moms, your friends, your cousins. What are you doing? Get them
Yeah.
up there, right? If you make it a little exciting, then there's that little girl sitting there in the audience with her dad or her mom going, I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, that
I
looks
let
like fun. There's that mom sitting there going, you know what? I'm bored sitting at home. I
Mm-hmm.
want to do something. That looks so much fun. That's awesome. We need to
Mm-hmm.
promote ourselves a little better, in my opinion, and not be at the bottom all the time. I mean, I get
I
it, worlds and stuff. That's all different. It's all set up. But at these local, provincials and championships, like, I don't know. I'm the one running on the chairs going, put the women next. And yeah, I'm
um
clapping. I'm running through the audience, getting the crowd going.
yeah,
So
I
I'm on the
some
different side of the fence than you guys because I'm not pulling anymore.
no,
I'm just
no.
encouraged, right?
No, because when you're at a tournament too, I think you should already be organized a little bit on how it's going to play in a good sense of because you got the men and usually the women. So I love pre-registration. Pre-registration is really good. We got a couple of tournaments that do that. So because they have a limit on how many people. But I like being in the middle. And the reason I like being in the
Mhm.
middle is because the crowd stays.
Yes, and that's
So
perfect.
so you run your first, you run your amateurs,
Junior,
whatever.
but right?
Junior
No,
amateur. You have to look at the lineup.
sure.
I think having multiple tables because you could run your amateurs and left-handed women first and go from there. So depending on the classes, there's always room for improvement. But I like the middle. I really do
Yeah,
because
that's
again,
exactly
people are
where I.
staying to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's just for me. And I've done a couple of tournaments. I think the longest I've sat around and waited for the women was probably like 5 hours for one arm and then another 4 for the next. And there was
yeah.
only 4 women.
I was in
Four.
provincials. There were 7 women, and we had to be there for like 9, and we didn't even get to pull till 5. So like the whole day we sat there, and I'm just like, ugh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
waiting and waiting
That
and waiting.
was
And then by the time I come up, I was just bam, bam. Like
very,
I lost every match. It was just like I was done with it by then.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nationals, we were there for 12 hours. WAF. Oh, the juniors alone for WAF, the kids, it was like a day and a half for pulling. They had to stop it. They pull we started at 9 in the morning and I think they were pulling until midnight. And they're like, we have to finish the next day. So that was crazy. Um,
Mm.
and then, but here's the really thing cool about Worlds. They had 8 tables up on the stage, and it went from the lower weight class to the highest weight class. So you already knew what table you were gonna be at. So, and then your pictures are up on the screen, so you're not listening for your name. So there's really
Right.
cool things.
That's
Again,
pretty cool.
our lower tournaments can't really do that, but it's just cool how it's done. So I think if you can have more tables, if you're getting the numbers, the more tables, the faster you can go and the quicker you can put women
100%.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had 2 tables at provincials a couple years ago.
Provincial sounds like something that should have 5 tables. But if the numbers aren't there,
Like I said, there were 7 women, and we were put up against the at the very end against a super match. So all the pictures of us, you can see the whole crowd is looking this way.
yeah.
Like no one cared about us,
Yeah.
which was good
There's
because I lost anyway, so it didn't matter to me. But
yeah.
it's
There's
nice to
also
have the audience. Oops, it's nice to have the audience there, and
yeah. So
cheering for
Sam,
us.
how do you think you're gonna feel? Because you're gonna get to a tournament where you're going to be in an open class. Basically, there's not going to be any weight classes, or you're going to have to
Yeah.
pull women who are 50 pounds less than you, maybe 50 pounds more than you. How do you feel about that?
Well, I've always kind of been a lighter, strong woman. So I've been competing with women's 200 some pounds over my body weight. So this is like arm wrestling. It's good that do have a weight class for national, and I think I want to. That's why I want to keep in this path because I don't want to get injured by just honestly, it's just it's science. Putting an extra 100-pound body weight on my arm could potentially just do more damage than none until I'm ready and all these tendons and ligaments are set to go. So, but yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I
that's
think it's kind of like any other sport where you take your battles and yeah.
yeah. I think when you are contemplating when promoters are contemplating what weight class to do, start off with open, have all the women weigh in, and then take those numbers and then use that for your next class and use
Yeah.
whatever shows up. I think that's a way to get some of the numbers, and then there's a lot of times promoters will go with, like, if they have a specific female that's constantly showing up, they'll take her advice and they'll take her weight class and start for it. And again, if that person is there at every one
Mm-hmm.
of their events, I think that's great.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I do, a lot of women don't want to weigh in. A lot of us are very insecure about our numbers. This can be done behind closed doors. It's not to be shared, but it's to help gather data because everybody's
Yeah.
kind of tired of the 154 and the 155 plus, because we have rankings here that are in, it's called the Southeast rankings. And we have the 154 and we have the 155 plus. And the 155 plus is held by a higher weight individual in the 200-pound range. And some of the women that are below her are like 160 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Mm-hmm.
there needs to be another
Mm-hmm.
class
Mm-hmm.
because you have somebody higher beating
Mm-hmm.
on somebody that's like 80 pounds less.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an actual feat? Is that a victory?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's actually considered more a victory for the lighter weight person
Mm-hmm.
then. So
Yeah.
it's damaging for
Yeah.
the heavier person because it's like, well, you kind of beat up on a little person, but they're like, but I showed up. So
Yeah.
it's like it's not fair in so many ways. So we need more classes. I started
I-
off at like
Yeah.
200 pounds and I'm 157 now. And I don't know that I like the weight that I'm at, but I know that I'm healthier.
Mm-hmm.
So but I think I'll probably stay around the 70 kg, maybe 80 kg as well because I did like that class and I feel like that's where I match up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
But
right, so I have a question, Sam. Next year, Arnold's qualifying strongman or arm wrestling?
It all depends. It all
What do
really
you?
depends. That's a long year from now. There's so much that could happen. Uh,
you could probably end up doing both.
Both.
That's what
Yeah,
I was
that's what I was
thinking.
thinking
That could be
too.
pretty exhausting, though.
No, I think it'd be very exhausting, and also I don't think peaks would go perfectly on boat depending on like the grip events, and it's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
like shoulder work. So
Yeah.
but it all really depends. I mean, like I was like seriously thrown off from strongman this year by like I'm not being sassy about not getting an invite but for them to only fucking invite 11 girls and
Right.
inviting 13 men, I think it was at the
Yeah.
beginning. It was like I've been setting world records and winning events on your stage. I've been putting million fucking views videos for you guys, and so I and then they do have a circus dumbbell this year, which kind of breaks my heart even more.
Mm,
Um, so because I know any other world records, they wouldn't really held these events without the person that has those world records.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's a sour taste in my mouth.
I
So
bet.
we'll
Yeah.
see how the rest of the year goes, and I think that's gonna set a big pace for my 2027.
I,
I I see.
strongman has kind of shit the bed this year. Let's say for some of the scores, some of the contestants, some of the female contestants, female, but I mean, it seems they need to pull their pants up a little bit. And
I
I felt that slap for you in the face. That was just
yeah,
there
Yeah.
I
a
mean,
few things that have gone wrong that should have went better. We'll
I
just say
I
that.
think I think like an explanation maybe could have come from it. It's not like we're 50 athletes. There's literally been 10, 12, 15 of us rotating in the last 6 years. Some of them have retired and left, but no one really didn't get an invite. I think without proper explanation, they haven't really ever just ditched an athlete after 4 years like that. And I think I know why I didn't get it, and that's fine, right? But I think it's just acknowledging of like, do they actually care about their athletes then? Like, how do they want to keep growing the sport without having a roster and taking care of it? Like, making sure that, like, we're prepared for certain shows if you want to keep growing the sport. And, like, I'm an 82
Mm-hmm.
kilo athlete. I have a huge weight class that I'm, like, trying to motivate at a world class level because all the women's there are around 250, 300, somewhere close to 400 pounds, right? I'm a
Mm-hmm.
I'm 180 pounds, and a lot of the younger girls, if like I got taken away, there's one girl now under set weight. Like we're not motivating also like all the women's. It's like, oh, you have to be a certain height and weight, and but
nope.
like it's good to be able to inspire all weight class to still make it to the worlds because we
Mm-hmm.
don't have our weight class at world. So I think I don't know. Yeah, it was quite a slap in the face. I'm sick of talking about it. It's been
I
fucking
know
2 months.
you're.
I think Max is sick of me talking about it. Like
That's
Yeah.
right.
it comes
But
and goes. There's good weeks and then there's other weeks which like just the last few days I was just fucking torn about it. Like just
Yeah.
like I
I know.
bite my lips because I'm just not certain. Like they just took away what like I had a schedule. Like I'm a professional athlete. I know what
Mhm.
comes, like what prep I'm doing, and they just took like they just took my whole season out off my like swept it under my feet, and I'm like a little lost now, right? And that's why I'm fucking happy I have arm wrestling,
Yeah.
but also like I was doing really well. Like I set 2 world records last year. I
Yes.
won North Americans. Like and I won my 5th national titles. Like those are accomplishments that I know most girls only dream about. Like that is a huge
Mhm.
year for me. It is my biggest personal athletic career, and for it to the next year to start like this, like it does fucking sting.
Yeah.
I have to chime in too. So if you're having an event, I don't know about you, but if you're telling me a world record holder is coming there, I want to go. I
Yeah,
want that inspiration too. Anytime a woman of a larger weight class does anything tremendously well in a weight thing, it's always the comment, mass moves mass. So
yeah,
we have you with world record tires, and let's talk about Chloe Brennick's with the Denny Stone. Do we
yeah.
remember when she rocked
We
that?
all did. I think that was the most historical
Amazing.
moment, first moving historical strong woman moment ever. We were there. It was COVID. It was a small
Mhm.
crowd, but yet it was the crowd to be there because
Mhm.
none of the spectators could be there other than strongman fans, and to be in that arena was like it was crazy. Like that she just proved that like no mass doesn't move mass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stubbornness does, and like that
So
she
when we
proved.
have when we have
Yeah,
these little girls looking
yeah,
up and they're looking at their body, they're looking at sports, they're finding going, okay,
yeah,
there are so many sports for me. I
yeah.
don't have to fit this mold. I can
Nope.
create the
Mhm.
Yeah,
mold.
yeah.
So I just love seeing like
I know.
women in all shapes and sizes doing stuff. Like wrestling right now is the number one sport growing in our youth. And I just went to an all-female thing where my daughter started wrestling. And that's a little
Cool.
hard to watch, by the way, watching your
Yeah,
daughter's arm get this face pushed in the mass suplex. But I saw tiny little things to other girls, and they felt good in their bodies at
yeah.
all weights, and I love that because
Hmm.
there's something for them, and they were there taking up space, and their male teammates were there supporting them. That
Yeah,
shit was awesome. It
yeah,
really was. So, but yeah, I want to see world record holders. I want to see the runt of the litter fighting the pack and
yeah,
just breaking the pathway. It's just that's what I want. I want to see a little
yeah,
bit of everything. So I like seeing older women finding arm wrestling and going ahead and
yeah,
getting world titles like Nancy
Yeah.
Nation. Anna, Anna, I'm getting in there. I'm gonna get a world title. I will die before I get it. Like excuse me, I will get it before I die. But I just will at Masters. That's what I want. I had a taste of it and it's all I can think about. So, and I want my kids to see that I never stop trying at
hmm.
anything. So, but yeah,
It's
but
awesome.
yeah, I'm pissed off for you.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's fun. Yeah,
We had
So,
a big
but
yeah.
the other
I'm
day.
gonna have to suck it up, though, and like go back into a prep. I just need an invite. I just need a competition. But it's like I said, like obviously right now arm wrestling is the set goal till June, so we'll see from there.
yeah, I think you're gonna do well. I hope you
I
stick
do.
with it. I already think you have a love for it that
Hmm.
we women try to tell the other women about that first
Yeah,
thing, that itch,
yeah,
that
Yeah.
yeah,
something that just gives you a spark, makes your
yeah,
butt cheeks tighten up, and you're just like,
yeah.
what is this? It
I
is
know.
awesome.
Yeah,
So much. I'm gonna get my own table and just practice at home by myself because
Yeah,
it's
yeah. And
no girls for me to arm wrestle here, and
I'm gonna fly to Canada. After this trip, I'm gonna plan something and I'm gonna come stay a
yeah.
couple of days with you,
Hey,
Shaz.
I'm near Van. Sam, you guys are this way. You're welcome to stay. Come visit. To do
Yeah.
thank
some
you,
arm
thank
wrestling.
you. Awesome.
I'm
Yeah,
excited for
we're
my first trip to Canada.
Yeah, cool. It's nice on the East Coast too. We're opening up an Airbnb next year, so there's gonna be room.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Courtney just chimed in. She said, I want to see the like minded women who are getting hated on by other women due to their success to rise the furthest. Women should uplift women, not hate on them. Yeah.
100%.
yeah,
That's what we're here for. We're here to highlight. We're not here for us. We're here for the athletes.
Yes.
We're here for you girls. We're here to highlight you, brag about you, you know,
We
show
can't.
you off and get others interested in the sport.
Yeah, we
yeah.
can't make the numbers if we're cruel to each other.
No,
No, it's
no,
ridiculous.
no.
Why?
Stay
Yeah.
humble. Stay humble. And that's how the sport's gonna grow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
bring women to the table.
Yeah,
yeah, I
I'm here
agree.
for everyone.
I want them all. I don't care. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how big you are. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what
Yeah,
sport. I want you all.
yeah.
I just love seeing strong women doing strong shit.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? It's so
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
So taking up space. Take up
Yeah.
space, ladies.
Hmm.
You're
and
wanted.
speak your voice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Make-
so important, I mean, to have a voice because sometimes we're not heard. So we need to make ourselves heard.
Yeah.
So. So, any more questions, Shaz?
I don't think so. I just wanted to thank you so much for Sam for being on the
Thank
show.
you. Thank you for having me. It was really great. Thank
I've
you.
been
Oh, of course.
fangirling since I first talked to you. I was so excited when you got back to me. Like,
Thank
I mean, as
you.
everyone knows, I'm a huge strongman fan, just like an arm wrestling fan. So to have the best of both worlds is just like it's
Yeah,
like
awesome.
celebrities I get to talk to. It's so exciting. I'm so excited for your arm wrestling career, see where that
Thank
goes.
you. Thank you. I
And
appreciate it.
strongman, you're the fucking strongest
Thank
woman in
you.
Canada.
Oh
Why?
yeah.
I mean,
And it won't change. It won't change. But
That's right.
yeah, I'm excited to see where this next journey goes. Keep following me, keep cheering for
mm-hmm.
me, and yeah, thank you so
Keep us
much.
updated. Anything you want to announce, we're more than happy to announce anything you have coming up for your gym or for
Thank you.
yourself. Anything, yeah, get a hold of me, get a hold of Lucky, Amanda, whatever. Anything you
Thank you.
want, post it on the group, Females and Forearms, anything. Like, we
Thank
are
you.
just so excited to see where you're gonna go with this. So
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I'm
it was
excited to
so
meet
great to
you.
see you. Good to see you,
Thank you.
Amanda.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
right.
guys, take
All right,
Bye. Have a
guys.
care.
good
Tune in
night.
next time.
Thanks.
See ya.